And I know, Alex, at a certain level, you've been involved in all of this, so you must be incredibly excited.
Yeah, I mean, at British Cycling, we're thrilled that it's here. I mean, when you have events like this on home soil, it just creates a huge buzz and gets people to sort of see cycling in a different way. I mean, we had it here in 2007. And millions of people came to London to watch it. There's been a sea change since that time. You know, we've seen the Olympics and how much that's inspired people to get on their bikes. And we hope with this event that we'll do it again and we'll actually get even more people wanting to be involved in cycling at a local level. You know, whether that's wanting to be a club member or just get on the bike with their family and friends and have a good time.
Are you as excited, Peter? What hopes have you got for this weekend?
Of course I'm excited. It's been such a long time coming and finally it's here. So yeah, I will be jumping in my car with the kids tomorrow and driving up to Yorkshire, and what I want to see is some just really exciting racing. And I think the courses, the 2 days, look like they could be any winner there. So and hopefully maybe a yellow jersey for Mark Cavendish if all goes well.
Fingers crossed. 250 miles of beautiful Yorkshire scenery. Did that play a major part in why that region was picked, would you say?
I think so. I mean, you know, in Yorkshire they definitely upweighted the fact that you've got a wonderful countryside there. And that really does play a major role, certainly. But we have it here in Cambridge as well, and in London. So it's not just Yorkshire; it's across the country. And I think that's a really important point to make. That you know, lots of people can get involved and go and see it, and then take part in their own events locally.
The world's best cyclists as well are here. How tough is it going to be for them, do you think? What's the course like?
It's going to be extremely tough. The first stage is officially described as flat, which I think most people would assume it means there's no hills. There's actually almost 3,000 metres of climbing in it. Oh. So, yeah, if that's the flat stage, you can get an idea of what the hilly stages are going to be like.
Yeah, I couldn't do it, that's for sure. But I think you want people to get on their bike, don't you, Alex? You think people will be inspired by what they
have. I mean, I think, you know, if we look back at the context of this, and we had it here in 2007, we had high numbers of people cycling, but actually since then we've had 1 million more people get on their bikes. And that is a phenomenal success, especially when you look at in a short space of time compared to other sports as well, who've sort of laboured participation over that period. Cycling's really excelled itself.
And yet, previous attempts to have the Tour de France in this country hasn't gone so well. We have to say that, don't we? What happened in Plymouth?
That's true. This is 1974 we're talking about, so that's 40 years ago now. The first time the Tour visited, this is actually the 4th occasion that the Tour has been to France this year, but the first time Britain didn't really have much of a cycling culture. People didn't really follow the sport. There wasn't much interest in it. And the authorities simply closed off a section of a Plymouth dual carriageway, about 12 kilometres, and just had the riders ride up and down it all day long until eventually they got in a boat and went back to France. There was no real sense of occasion, no real event there. And ASO, the organisers of the Tour, didn't really forgive Britain, and it hasn't been back, well, it didn't come back to Britain for another 20 years.
So we'll make it good this time. Alex, I know I can't ask you this question, so I'll ask you this, Pete. Who's going to win it, do you think, in the British leg?
Of the British leg? Well, we all hope that Mark Cavendish will win the first stage. There is the small issue of German sprinter Marcel Kittel.
And overall?
Overall, well, again, Chris Froome is the favourite, but Alberto Contador has been looking very strong recently, so hopefully there will be a real race on. Okay.